promise. Yeah, and yeah, some more. Good morning, good afternoon, and or good evening. Welcome to the GMAP Broadcast Network. Yours truly, Pastor Kevin. And I'm always feeling good while the music is sounding blessed. That there, brand new hit single by Tamika Patton here, Stand on His Promises. You know, I'm grateful today because I love to present to some and introduce to others this awesome young lady, this awesome woman of God, Tamika Patton, the singer-songwriter here of Stand on His Promises. So with no further ado, why don't we dive right into hearing from Tamika Patton. Good morning, Tamika. How are you? Okay, I know she's there. I gotta make sure. Let me try it again. Good morning, Tamika. How are you? Okay, I'm gonna hang up this phone and I'm gonna call her back because I know for a fact that she's there, and see if I can get her on the line here real quick because I have been dying to hear from this young lady on today. Let me see if I can get her on the phone real quick because it might have been my fault. I take the blame, I take the weight, and let me see if I can talk to her real quick. GMAP Broadcast Network. This is the morning show. Pastor Kevin, feeling good, music sounding blessed. Hold on one second.
Good afternoon.
Okay, I'll take the afternoon. I know it's afternoon somewhere, but it's still morning here in the Chi-Town area. But good morning to you. How are you?
I am awesome. How are you, Pastor?
If you have to ask, I must be slipping. I can't. Why don't we dive right in? We got so much going on today. Why don't we dive right in and have you introduce yourself? I'm excited to hear who you are and what you've done, but I'm more excited to hear you share with our viewers and listeners all the great things that God has and continues to do as He guides you down this pathway of life. Introduce yourself to the people if you don't mind.
Hello, family. This is the girl Tamika Patton. I am so honored to be with you and share my music and my ministry with you. I am a worshiper, a songwriter, an actress. I love all things creative. I'm a kingdom creative, and I've been pretty much doing this all of my life professionally since about the age of 15. I am originally from Philadelphia. I'm a Philly girl with a rich musical background, came from a musical family. I was a student of the prestigious Philadelphia High School for the Creative and Performing Arts, and had the wonderful opportunity to really learn from some of the industry's best and brightest stars already established and bringing joy to us through music for years. So this journey has been an interesting one. It has been one of career and ministry, and I'm so glad that I've learned to understand the difference between the two and understand that you can have a happy balance. You know, you need a little bit of both.
Right.
You have to handle your business even though it's ministry. You still have to have order even though it's ministry. And so I'm really excited about this season of my life and what God is doing with my new single, Stand on His Promises, featuring the praising prophet himself, Pastor Corey Mickey. And I'm honored today to just share a little bit of Tamika with you and your listeners.
Hey, man. You know what? I don't know if you are as honored as I am, but I'm grateful to have you. I'm honored to have you as one of our featured music ministries on the GMAP Broadcast Network. If you don't know, now you know. Tamika Patton is one of our featured ministries here on the GMAP Broadcast Network. Just stop by gmap1.com and take a look at our featured artist area. You'll see a picture of Tamika Patton and her project cover, Stand on His Promises. Click on it. It'll take you directly to where you need to go in order to receive more intimate information about this awesome woman of God. Now, I want to dive right in about this particular single. I know there's some great ministries and some great music that you have accommodated yourself with, but this particular single, I got to find out The Root Foundation, how did it all come about? This particular single, Stand on His Promises, has to have a root foundation. How did it come about, and who are some of the people that you work with in order to make it happen?
Yeah, actually, a friend of mine, Eric Frank, who is a songwriter. Well, I'm sorry to say, was a songwriter. He has passed away, but he was a songwriter and music maestro from Philadelphia as well. And he wrote this song several years ago, and it was part of his body of music. And I've always had an affection for this song. It was one of my favorites on his project. And so when I relocated from Philadelphia to the Virginia area to serve in ministry, the church that I was assisting wanted to record their first CD. And I said I had the perfect body of work for us to use that I think would be right in your lane. And I think these songs are still apropos for now. They minister greatly. You know, let's do it. And so I selected some songs that he had produced and recorded and shared them with this church choir. And this song, Stand on His Promises, was one of the songs we recorded, but I felt like there was something that we did not tap into. I felt like there was more that the song had to offer, and so it just stayed with me. And I reached out to a friend of mine, Ramon Shelton, who's a producer extraordinaire. I mean, organist, keyboard player, he does it all, from Baltimore, Maryland. And I said, listen, I said, I've never done a churchy, shout track. I've never done recorded a song like this. I grew up on music like this. This is my foundation, but I've never actually recorded something like this. And I would really love for you to partner with me to get this song out. And he said, okay, let's do it. And so we revamped the song. I co-wrote, added a few verses and touches to kind of bring it up to date. And Ramon, he put his spin on it, and the musicality is just amazing. The musicians were just so on point and in touch with the vision that I had for the song. And then we brought in Ronnie Wilson and the artistry to do those amazing background vocals that you hear. And so the song came together. We worked on this song for almost a year. And I kept wondering why we couldn't complete it, why we couldn't, get it out. And the Lord was saying, it's not time yet. It's not time yet. And then clear as a bell, at the beginning of this year, I heard, okay, now is the time. And so I'm like, oh, okay, all right, let's go ahead and make this happen.
Yeah.
God's saying now, all right, let's move on it. And unbeknownst to us, this entire world shut down.
Wow. Yeah. And I was looking at the same thing. I just wanted to say I was looking at the same thing. I had to do that. I'm sorry. I had to do that because,
I love it.
It's so true because the world shut down, but in spite of it all, we still have to know, especially as God-fearing Christians, that we need to stand on His promises. It's mandatory that we do that, and I'm so grateful. I had to do that. I'm sorry. I mean, that's just the perfect intro to what you were just speaking about. And of course, along the way with Stand on His Promises, you've mentioned a lot of great people that has worked with you. I know there's going to be a lot of people out there on today who's chimed in, listening in, watching, or what have you. They are going to want to reach out and show their love, care, concern, and support for this particular single. I'm going to ask you, how is it that they can do that? Is the single available now on all digital outlets? How is it that they can pick it up and show their love, care, concern, and support for you?
Yes, absolutely. It is available on all digital media outlets. You can also go to my website. We have a brand new website up for your enjoyment and for you to connect with us, and that is TamikaPattonMusic.com, and that's TamikaPatton Music.com. And I love to hear from you. I interact with all of my supporters. I try to stay in touch, and I try to respond when folks send in praise reports and how the music is blessing them and ministering to them. that is such a fuel for me. So please do connect with me on our website and also on our social media. You can reach me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Tamika Patton Music. But the song is definitely available on all digital media outlets. Stream it, share it. Please take a moment and download it, and it will bless your life. I guarantee you. I've felt strongly about other songs that I've released, but this one, there's just a different oil on it. I'm not. I can't totally explain because God just gave me a glimpse of what He's going to do with it. But it's not even about, I guess, the normal worldly accolades, I guess you could say, of attaining, an award or attaining a nomination or attaining any type of attention. It's about the lives. It's about the revivals that are going to break out in living rooms and in cars. It's about the lives that are going to be changed. It's about the believers that are going to be reminded God has never failed you.
That's right.
It may have not turned out the way that you expected it to or wanted it to, but He never failed you.
That's right.
He has continued to keep His promises, and He honors His word above His name. So if He has promised it to you, then no, you can cash that check.
That's right.
That is going to happen.
That's right. You said a couple things right there that really got my attention. Number one, the first thing you mentioned was you're not really concerned or focused or making it a priority concerning the accolades. We talked about that off the air for just a few brief minutes, and I mentioned to you, I said, yeah, it's great to be or have the nominations under your belt. It's a great conversation starter for some, but I'm more concerned with God using this ministry to somehow, some way save one soul. And it's amazing that you said that, because I appreciate you saying that, even if it's just one, in spite of all the negativity, in spite of all the left turns versus the right turns, in spite of all the people having all of this stuff to say about you when things don't go according to plan, if one soul, just one soul, just one is blessed by what you're doing, the Bible says all of the angels in the heavens rejoice. So you can stop bad mouthing me or anybody else, because really and truly, it doesn't matter what you do, what you say, what you think, how you feel. It's not about you. So stop it. I'm going to say that again. It's not about you, so stop it. Okay.
Wow.
I know some people got that. Some people might be driving down the street. They don't want to respond to it right now because they might have an accident. But stop it. If you have something negative to say, go to God and pray. I don't understand something, Tamika. Maybe you can help me. But I'm gonna ask you that question shortly. The other thing that I want to dive into is the fact that you have a name that is very unique, Tamika, and my wife's name is Tanika. I have to say this.
Wow.
Because it's kind of ironic, because my mom always calls my wife Tamika. But her name is Tanika. Now, if she met you, she would probably call you Tanika.
That's what parents do.
Yeah.
That's what parents do. They're anointed to it.
Yeah. They make their own stuff up, don't they? Oh my goodness.
Absolutely.
But the thing that you said really, really got me, and that's about the accolades, and you don't focus on that. That's a wonderful, wonderful thing that you focus on, trying to reach out and allow the ministry to save a soul. You mentioned that also, so I thank God for you on that. Now, before we continue, I want to make sure that I give you this unique opportunity. I do it for all of my guests, and I'm going to do it for you today. I'm going to draw together a scenario real quick. I'm going to put together my own personal megatorium, okay? My megatorium consists of the Joel Osteen Auditorium and the T.D. Jakes Potter's House put together.
Wow.
In my megatorium, there's 50,000 seats. Yeah, megatorium, 50,000 seats,
Hmm.
which are occupied by young ladies. The unique thing about these
Hmm.
young ladies, Tamika, is they've all had some trying times. They've been battered. They've been abused. They've been prostitutes. They've been drug addicts. They've been alcoholics. They've been homeless. They've been on the streets. All of that. 50,000 of them. Now, I'm no fool. I've learned over the years to make sure that I always include my lovely, beautiful, and talented wife, Tanika, into the fold. So what I've done, I introduced my lovely wife. Thank God we are currently preparing to celebrate 15 years of the best friendship and the love of my life. 15 years
Awesome. Congratulations.
anniversary, 15-year anniversary. Hey, I thank you for that because some people didn't think we'd be married 15 minutes. So
Listen,
I have.
marriage is for grown folks.
That's right. Oh my God. I had the opportunity to introduce my wife to the podium, who in response had the privilege of introducing Tamika Patton to the podium to address in the megatorium with 50,000 seats these 50,000 young ladies. My question to you is, what would you say to them?
So much. I would say to all of them that there is a queen waiting to be released inside of each of you. And for all of those things that you dislike about yourself, or the hurts from your past, or the scars, the memories, the voices, those things that the enemy tries to send you to hinder your growth, or to cause you to not hold on or walk in victory. All of those things are things that go in the same column. Some of those issues that you have are things that only God's love can touch. Like human touch, as wonderful as it is, and Sister so-and-so and Pastor so-and-so praying for you, that's all wonderful. But I think that for you to totally walk in victory and walk in the royalty that you're called to, the royalty that I believe is in each and every woman, because I believe God took his time crafting us the way that he has. He made us soft enough to be caring and comforting and nurturing, and yet strong enough to bear the weight of so many things at one time, and gave us the gift to be able to handle multiple things at the same time. No shade to my brothers, but most men cannot do that.
Wow.
So if we took the time to invest that special moment of creativity in placing those tools, equipping us with those tools, then that suggests to me that he wanted to be able to trust us with something great. Mm-hmm. And I'm getting this as I'm giving it to you, which is why I'm trying to take my time.
Yes.
He wanted to be able to entrust us with something great. And so that should suggest to you that you are important, that you matter, that you have worth. And where you'll find your freedom is when you realize your worth.
Amen.
When you realize that you're called to greatness. Everyone's greatness is different. That's what makes it so beautiful. You don't have to compete with anybody.
That's right.
Because everybody's journey is different. Everyone's anointing is different. So you only have to compete with yourself. Really be the best you that you can be. You don't have to look over at another sister and envy anything about her. If anything, you see something that you may want to improve, that goes right back in that lane of, let me better myself. Mm-hmm. How can I be more healthy physically? How can I be more healthy financially? How can I be more healthy mentally? That sister looks like she has it going on. Yeah, but if you saw the same sister 4 years prior, she might have been broke down and just in a dark place. All but for the grace of God. So I think as women, we carry our past with us long after we're healed from it. Somehow, we still carry it. And I guess there's really nothing wrong with carrying it if you learn from it. If you don't count it as a loss but a lesson.
Yeah.
And you learn from it and you
Yeah.
grow from it.
Yeah.
So I guess what I would say to these sisters, and it's the same thing that I have had to say to myself on multiple occasions. I've had to step out of myself and speak to the me in me, and say, hey, listen, you were born for this. You were built for this. God's already given you the grace and equipped you with the tools that you need to succeed.
Amen.
So keep your eyes on the end result and not on the journey. You just got to walk it out. And that's what I love about God. He'll give us a glimpse of us crossing the finish line and getting the trophy, but we still got to walk it out.
That's right. Okay, well.
So I just wanted to tell you guys to keep your crown on, keep the scepter in your hand, and keep your head up.
Amen. Well, I want to give you the opportunity one last time to share how people can connect with you, how they can reach out, and
Absolutely.
why don't you share that information, and then we're going to dive into thanking you so much for being here, and then we're going to bless the people one last time with playing your hit single, Stand on His Promises. Go ahead and bless the people with your information if you don't mind.
Awesome. You can reach me at our website. That would be Tamika, Tamika, Patton, Patton, music.com. All of our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, are at TamikaPattonMusic.com. And we're looking forward to connecting with you. You can download our music on all digital music platforms. It is available for streaming. It is available for download, Google Play, Amazon, iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, Deezer, Tidal, all of those. And I'm so looking forward to connecting with you. Just want to give a quick shout out to Merge Music Group, to Sherry Johnson and to Roger Jemison, to Khalid Towns and the Towns Agency, and to Benita Bellamy and the Bellamy Group for assisting us with getting this single out to the masses and blessing countless lives.
Amen. Well, you know what? I appreciate everything you just said, but you all are going to stop forgetting about little old GMAP down here in the lower left-hand corner of everything.
We did not forget. It's not the end of my interview. We're still chatting. So I was definitely going to thank the Pastor Strada for the invitation to come and chat with you all today. We have already bonded and we're family.
Amen.
So that's why he can chop me in the throat the way he did, because we're family. We're family to do that.
Not the throat. You ain't telling the throat. It's not the throat. Oh my God. Well, again, we want to thank you so much for being here on today. We appreciate it, and it's only the beginning. We have so much to accomplish during this process. Having you as a featured music ministry on our platform is outstanding. There's so many other things that we have in store. For those of you that don't know, Tamika Patton is once again one of our featured music ministries on the GMAP Broadcast Network. And of course, you can stop by, you can visit our featured artist area, you can hear her music 3, 4, 5 times per day during prime time. And I'm going to send my shout out to Sherry Roy. Sherry, whoop, whoop, God bless you. And thank you so much for being so consistent and persistent. I'm going to say that again. Sherry, thank you so much for being so consistent and persistent. She is a great woman, and we thank God for her. Tamika, God bless you. We appreciate you. We want to continue to send God's blessings over your life and continue to keep doing what God has called you to do. Now, let me say why I said that. Because someone asked me one day, how do you know you've been called? And the answer came out so swiftly, I didn't even recognize how quickly it came out. But I said to them, You know you've been called when you begin to be the call. You know
Wow.
you've been called when you begin to be the call. If God called you to sing his praises, then why are you not singing? If he called you to preach his word, why are you not preaching? And if God called you, don't let no man take you down from where God placed you, because they never put you there in the first place. Oh my God, I'm preaching. I'm going to let you go, Tamika. God bless you. We appreciate you on today. You have a wonderful, wonderful day, and we look forward to talking to you again real soon, okay?
Absolutely. You do the same, sir. Much love to you.
God bless you.
Bye.
Is a promise.